Hi, I'm Albert Dros and here are some photography mistakes I often see when I'm teaching in the field. What I see the most is that people take their tripod, they put it at the spot, they see a nice view and that's the shot they're gonna take. No, you want to explore the spot, you want to walk around a bit first without the tripod, maybe sometimes even without the camera. You can even quickly take your phone and see how compositions look. Just explore the scene, even if it's small, there can be small things on the ground that you can use as foregrounds. Explore the scene and then decide what you like the most. So also, if you see a group of photographers standing somewhere with a tripod, don't put your tripod just next to it thinking that's the best shot. Often that's just the most obvious shot, and the best shot is something more unique for yourself. The next mistake I often see is people rush a lot. So they go somewhere, they want to take the shot, they take the shot and they are done. No, there are so many compositions, even at small places. Take a landscape shot, take some portrait shots. Also wait, because the weather, even if the weather is not how you want it to be, it can change. Sometimes I wait for 10 minutes, sometimes I wait for 2 hours just to get that patch of light coming through the clouds to get the shot I have in mind. So don't rush your shots, take the time to get the best possible shot. Another mistake I often see is people get unsharp images. So they think they take a sharp image, but when they come home at the computer, they suddenly see, oh, it's not completely sharp. And there are a few things what they often do wrong. It can be shutter speed, but often it's also the self-timer. So they don't put the self-timer on the camera, they put the camera on the tripod, they take the photo, they think, oh, I'm taking the great photo, it's sharp, it's on the tripod. But no, the camera moves a little bit when you press the button and all the shots are unsharp. So 2-second timer, very important. Also look at your shutter speed, and most important thing, look closely at the images after you took them. So press play, magnify the image, get very close. Is it sharp? Yes, then it's good. Is it not sharp? Okay, I'm doing something wrong. So also your shutter speed, when it's too slow, your image can be unsharp. Even your camera is on the tripod. If there's some wind, you know, your tripod might vibrate a little bit. So make sure you check properly if your image is sharp when you're using a slow shutter speed. When we talk about gear, a common mistake I see is people have the most expensive and high-end cameras, but they have a very low-end cheap tripod to go with it. Especially if you go to adventurous locations like here in Scotland, a lot of wind, rain, Iceland, same thing. I see people with a super small travel tripod. You can have the best camera in the world, but if you don't have a good tripod, you will not get those sharp shots. So invest in a good tripod. Then more about gear, but not camera gear, is clothing. Make sure you go prepared to places and wear the proper clothing. Weather can change very fast in some places, so you want to have a good coat, like my Parker Pro here, that is very good in any kind of weather condition. You want to have a waterproof pants, you want to have waterproof boots, maybe sometimes even rubber boots, depending where you go. But be prepared and get the right clothing. I often see that people don't do it. They don't consider the weather where they are going. What is also nice about the Parker Pro is that it has layers. So it has a fleece layer, a mid layer and this jacket. Layers is very important because, of course, if it gets warmer, you just remove a layer. If it gets colder, you add a layer. So we always wear layers when the weather is changing a lot. Hope you liked the video. If you want to know more about my signature Parker Pro jacket, check the link in the description below. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, like, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.
Haukland Photographer's Clothing.